So I'm going to start putting the motor in. I have my Castle 3800 kV motor. It's a 4-pole. It'll be pretty decent for this car. A lot of torque, a lot of power. Now what I noticed is in bag F you do get an aluminum motor mount. There's also a plastic one floating around. I think it's from bag plastic bag 4. Anyways, it is plastic. Keep it as a backup, but use the metal one to start with. It's a whole lot easier. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So let's get started. Let's actually see how well this will fit. Take my pinion gear. Okay, cool. So obviously Axial put some time into this. A lot of time into this. Alright, so I'll need these 2 screws. Alright, you don't want to tighten it all the way, you just want to put it on until you can get both of your screws set. Once both of your screws are set, you can start tightening it. And now you want to make sure that this is centered in the hole so that when you put the pinion gear on, that can slide inside without actually touching any of the metal. That way, if your pinion gear is to slide, it won't rip the teeth to pieces. So now that we have the motor set, I'm take the pinion gear, take this screw, get out your thread lock. You just want to put some thread lock on it. Put it in on top of the hole. That's the best way to do it, because that way when you put the screw on, it'll drag the thread lock down inside the hole. So now you want to actually put the screw on a little bit, just so that it stays while you slide it onto your motor. You want to find the flat spot on your motor, and then screw it down. And then you're good to go. As you can see, it's on the motor. Because it's 4-pole, it doesn't spin all that well, but it sticks. Anyways, you want to make sure you get that screw below the surface of this. And then you'll just take your motor and slide it on in. Like that, and you'll want to line it up better. I'll take the time to do that in a little bit. So pretty much to attach the servo, you need the servo attachment, which is easy. You just screw all 4 of these in, and it's this little plastic piece, which I went ahead and did already because it is kind of a pain. But to attach the servo, you pretty much need 2 screws to screw in from the chassis, and the servo with the attachment already, and you'll put it on and screw these 2 in from the bottom, and then it's good to go. Alright, so here's what you need for your servo arm or servo horn and setup. So pretty much I have a nice aluminum servo horn that'll go onto my high-tech HS 5645 MG servo, and you'll just slide that on after you attach all this and click it in. What I'm gonna do is attach the receiver to this real fast and a battery just to set this straight, so that when I put this on, it's all straightened and you don't have to mess with the trim on your remote. But first, where's my tool? You grab this thing, you slide it into the small end, and take your eyelet and you'll just screw it on. And you're going to match it up with the length that's in your book on step 24. So I'll finish this off camera, but that's pretty much what you do. Then you'll clip these in and throw it on. Alright guys, so I finally attached the servo, and if you can't see, it's actually pretty well centered. Anyways, it was super simple. It just takes a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a lot of it of twisting. Anyways, so now on to step 25, the battery mounts, which are nice, and the rubber, which is cool, so they can stretch if you need to get over the bigger batteries. So I'm going to figure out how to do that, and then I'll show you the final product.